we'd be in more of a hurry to get out of here.
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solus.
I'm John Epler. I'm the creative director for Dragon Age: The Veilguard.
All right, I'm going to tell you two things. I watched the trailer during the Xbox showcase. I was like, it's okay, right? I saw the presentation, game of the show.
Awesome. I love to hear that.
It's really good.
That's fantastic.
So good. So tell us, man, how this relates to the previous Dragon Age games.
So obviously it's been in the world 9 years since the events of Dragon Age Inquisition. At the end of Trespasser, Solus declared he was going to break the world to rebuild it. And this takes place after Varric and another handful of adventurers, the initial Veilguard, have been tracking him down throughout Thedas.
Demons, here they come. I think that's the last of them.
Good. Let's get to Dumont Plaza and find Nev. Patch yourselves up if you need it.
You are in violation of Imperial order!
I don't get it. If Solus tears down the Veil, doesn't that destroy everything?
Solus always talked about how beautiful the ancient world was.
That world existed before the Veil, and he wants to bring it back.
So for those that, let's say they've never played a Dragon Age game, do they have to play the previous games, or this will be like a great way to...
Absolutely not. So, well, if you have played previous Dragon Age game, there's a lot of lore, a lot of references that are going to add to the experience. It's also intended to be a great entry point for people who are new to the IP, new to the franchise. So, again, we want to make sure you have the context necessary at the beginning of the game to understand what's going on and really get into the story.
Yeah, I was watching the presentation, man. I got to be careful with my choices. Can they also affect the characters of the game, the relationships? How's that different than the previous ones too?
Yeah, so I mean, again, as you mentioned, the choices you make can affect how your relationships are built out with the characters. There are consequences to how those relationships develop, and you know, while I can't get into too many spoilers, there is some pretty impactful choices.
Very
there.
impactful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sliding down.
They're allies of Nev Gallus! Kill them all! Thedas! The Venatori own these streets! Venatori, take your revenge!
Varric, hiding. Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in the city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solus. Nev, meet Rook. Both of you have done some work for the Shadow Dragons.
Isn't that a coincidence?
Some old friends said if I was working in Tevinter, the Shadow Dragons are worth trusting.
We haven't got a lot of time. Varric said you had a lead on Solus?
You get right to the point.
Yeah, one of my friends, she's a huge Dragon Age fan. She was asking me, hey, can you ask them if it's possible to transfer like your old characters to this one? Can you do that in this game?
So this game, we did want it to be a standalone story, kind of existing on its own. That said, there are references, there are opportunities to refer back to things you've done in previous games. So no, there is no save transfer in this one.
Well, sorry, Brittany, I tried. You know, yeah, another thing too, I noticed, man, the look, the feel, very different than the previous ones, man. Why that change for you guys?
So a couple of it part of it comes down to where in the world we are. So previous games, obviously Dragon Age Origins, you're in Ferelden, muddier, murkier, a little bit more rough and tumble place. In the next couple of games, you went to different parts. Here we're in northern Thedas, and the game starts in Minrathous, the capital of the Tevinter Imperium. Of every place in Dragon Age and Thedas, Tevinter is the one that's seen the most, I guess, the most impressive, because it's a city and it's a civilization that runs on magic. So part of that comes out of the just where we are in the world, but also part of it is, again, magic has started seeping into the world through Solus's ritual, and so you're seeing the effects of that on the space and on the visuals as well.
Well, we're not in Minrathous anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. I've never seen anything like it.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
I thought the demons were bad back in Minrathous.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
Demon quickly.
Watch the lightning!
Through the veil.
It's a pride demon. Damn thing probably sensed Solus's ego.
Good enough. Let's get to Solus.
I also got to give you guys props, man. Seeing the character creation, the hair, the whole type of different hair looks that you have. Especially my wife, she's black. You know, I'm Latino, and seeing the different types of hairstyles. Great job on that.
Love to hear that.
So how was that working on that? Like getting the fight, the right, hairstyles and stuff like that.
So our character creation team, our character art team, spent a lot of time working with making sure, again, the hairstyles behaved appropriately and behave in a realistic way, but also represent, as you said, a lot of different hairstyles. In Inquisition, we had some hairstyles, but we got some feedback that maybe we didn't go as broad as we wanted it to. So on this one, we wanted to make sure everyone, as said, in the show, one of our pillars, be who you want to be. We wanted to make sure the hairstyles reflected that.
And what are the new things we're going to get to see too in this game? The new features, new stuff that
new
you guys
features.
have.
I mean, one of the things you saw was body shape customization as well. That exists, but just in general, really leaning into focusing on the characters and providing more opportunities to spend time with these characters, spend time with these companions in a way that previous games maybe didn't allow as much. So.
Take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
Come on, Varric. We didn't come all this way just to talk to him.
He was my friend, Rook. I gotta try to reach him. But if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons.
Rook, take care of the team for me. Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
All right, let's buy him some time.
I hope Varric is getting through to Solus.
We better talk fast. We can't hold these demons off forever.
This game's been talked about for years. I know you guys been careful, working, reading feedback from everybody. How's it been? It's been so long. It's been 10 years, so.
It's been a fantastic process. I've been on this project for the entire time it's been in development. Now, that said, we did start a first version of Dragon Age 4 after Trespasser. Anthem came out, we needed to shift development to that. And so when we came back, we really rebooted development, started fresh. But the stories remained the same throughout. The goals of that story have remained the same. We've always wanted to take Solus' story and put a final conclusion on that. So
yeah, the game looks beautiful, man. I'm very, very excited. I just love that it's really fast-paced. I can see a lot of people that have never played this game that could pick up and play. They will definitely have a great time too, man. And
absolutely,
a lot of stuff happening in the background too.
Yep.
Just love that. Feels really, really good, man.
Yeah, so I mean, and you mentioned stuff happening in the background. A lot of what we want to do in this game is show the story as much as tell through conversations, dialogue. So heavy focus on Dragon Age is a spectacular world with spectacular stories, and we wanted that spectacle to be a part of the storytelling, part of the experience, so the players feeling the story happening around them as much as they're having it told to them.
Yeah, and what was your favorite part of working on this project for you personally?
Oh, honestly, it's just been a fantastic experience on pretty much all aspects. I've been creative director, but I'm also the writer on a few parts of the game.
Sure.
That's been an absolute blast working with this incredibly talented team.
Yeah.
I'd say that's probably my favorite bit is just working with the people I get to work with.
And showing this to the to the public for the first time. How's that been too?
Incredibly exciting and incredibly stressful, but also incredibly relieving. It's been not being able to talk about this for a while, finally getting the opportunity to show what everybody's been working on, show off the team's hard work, and do so in a way that really just emphasizes the things that this game does well: character, story, visuals, everything across the board.
Once again, props to you guys. Tell the team, in my opinion, game of the show.
Awesome. I appreciate that.
Can't wait. When is this going to be available publicly to everyone?
We're going to be, so we have a fall 2024 release. We're not getting more specific than that yet, but in time we'll definitely give a much more specific date.
All platforms?
Xbox Series S and X, PS5, PC.
Awesome, man. Now, I like to play on the go. Is it possible to play this on the Steam Deck?
We're not going to get into that quite yet, so.
I tried once again. I tried. All right, thanks a lot, man.
Awesome. Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
The Veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
People are always dying. It is what they do.
Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right. You two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
Let's go, Hardy. Nev, keep the demons off us.
You got it.
Tear down the Veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost.
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but...
It isn't falling! We need to push it!
I'm with you!
Together! Now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.